English learners face confusion when choosing the right synonym because words that seem similar often carry different shades of meaning, tone, or usage. Let me break it down for you step by step. First, understand the core meaning. A synonym is not always a perfect replacement. For example, big and enormous are synonyms, but enormous is stronger and more formal. If you say, I bought a big house, it's normal and simple. I bought an enormous house, much larger, stronger impact. So, first ask yourself, how strong or formal do I want my word to sound? Second is check the tone and formality. Different synonyms fit different situations. Informal is kid. Kid is used for informal language as we use commonly in daily speech. If we have to write formal, then we say child. Better for essays or reports. Very formal and academic word is offspring. Always match the word to your audience. If you are writing an IELTS essay, child is better than kid. Third one is look at co-locations, word partners. Some words naturally go together. These are called co-locations. For example, we say make a decision, not do a decision. Strong tea, not powerful tea. Powerful engine, not strong engine. So when choosing synonyms, check if the word usually appears in that combination. Fourth one is pay attention to connotations, emotional meaning. Even if words are close in meaning, they can give off different feelings. Slim, positive, attractive versus skinny, negative, unhealthy. Curious is used as a positive or eager to learn versus nosy, negative, interfering. Ask, does this synonym sound positive, neutral, or negative? Check context of use. Sometimes synonyms change meaning depending on the situation. For example, job. It is general, everyday work. Occupation, formal, often used in forms or survey. Profession, specific, usually requiring qualifications like doctor, lawyer. So if you are filling out a form, occupation fits better than job. Use a good dictionary with examples. When you see synonyms in a dictionary, don't just look at the meaning, read the example sentences. Compare how each synonym is used in real context. Websites like Cambridge Dictionary or Merriam-Webster often show uses examples. Seventh is practice by substitution. Try replacing the word in a sentence and see if it sounds natural. For example, original. She was happy with the results. Test synonyms. She was content with the results. Works or formal tone. Test synonyms. She was joyful with the result. Sound odd, not common in this context. Quick formula to decide. When stuck, ask yourself, what is the strength of meaning I need? It is weak, normal, or strong. What is the tone? Formal, informal, or neutral? What are the usual co-locations? And does the word have a positive and negative feel? Thanks for watching.